Namaskar. As again the wonderful feeling coming to this 95th library and giving this class on the Bhagavad Gita. Because of the pandemic, because of different other reasons, we could not come, and we were continuing the class online. And I have noticed that many of you attended that class, in 200, 300 people attending the online class, maybe from different parts of the country. But I'll be happy if you once again come and join over here in person. So that has a different effect. When in person we are sitting and discussing and chit-chatting, mixing with each other, that has a different effect. So let us begin from this month, from August and up to December, we'll be coming in person over here, giving the class. So let us begin as usually, as we do, before reading the Bhagavad Gita. So Gita Dhyanam, the first mantra and the fifth mantra. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Matte Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarashinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadeshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsacharnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. Friends, we are studying the 15th chapter. It's a very important chapter in the Bhagavad Gita. A 15th chapter is called Purushottama Yoga. This Purushottama Yoga, in English they say, way to the Supreme Spirit. Purusha Uttama, and we have to go and realize that. Yoga means union. So we are supposed to go and be united with the Purusha Uttama. We will be coming to that particular verse where the Lord Himself will say there are three different Purushas. When you use the word Purusha to indicate the God or the Creator or the Brahman, so in the Bhagavad Gita, Purusha, the word, has been used by Sankhya philosophy. And Sankhya is the basis of all philosophies, we can say. And in the Bhagavata, we find the Vishnu Bhagavan, the Lord, Supreme Lord, He Himself came, took the human form as the Kapila. And He was the first human, we can say, so to say, and from the father and the mother was Devahuti and father was Kardama. So Kardama and Devahuti, they were the first human being. Why I am telling human being? Because they took birth. And before them, all were mind born. Because the Brahma, the Creator, he was imagining, and different type of characters, they were taking birth. But then it was so difficult because all from the mind of the Brahma, so they were interested to go back for meditation, and they were not at all interested to have the creation. But the Supreme Lord told, I need creation, you have to create. so that there will be different varieties of people, animals, birds, and creation should be there. So he started the Brahma. If you read in the Bhagavata, the descriptions are there how he was creating. So different type of things were created, and these two human was the man and the woman was created. The Kardama Rishi and the Devahuti, and the Devahuti Kardama, they gave birth to some few daughters, and then only one son, that was Kapila. And then Kapila gave the philosophy. This is very interesting. The Lord himself is coming down, and why in the human form? To give the human the philosophy. And what is this philosophy? Understanding the truth through reason. Now, when somebody is telling, hey, there is God, you believe it, and don't ask question, that is one type of thing. So, commandments coming, and it is coming through me, and you are supposed to understand it, and you must follow that. That is a different way. But in Indian, the psychology, they are very free, particularly about the religion, they are completely free. Unless and until you tell them why these, answer them everything, they won't accept it. For religion, the social system is a little different, but for religion, complete freedom. So the God understood it, and before that the society was formed, people were well off. So what they needed peace. And how the peace can be achieved? They were trying to get the peace, the happiness, the joy from this external world, but that was not possible. Then how to get it? So go back to the source. And what is the source and why we should understand it? So that called philosophy. Understanding the truth through reason. So this is the philosophy. So that philosophy was given by the God himself. That is called Samkhya philosophy. In that Samkhya philosophy, the creator is known as Purusha, and the creation is known as Prakriti. These are the two terminologies. And afterwards, the Vedanta came, they termed this in another two words. One is Brahman, another Maya, the Purusha and Prakriti. Here, in the Bhagavad Gita, we find that Lord Sri Krishna is using the Purusha and Prakriti. So, Purushottama Yoga. We have to go to not only Purusha, Purusha Uttama. Why? We will come to that. Now, in the beginning it says, the creation is coming down from the above. Above means from the God, from someone which is all pervading. So, Urdhamulam Adashvakam. We have already studied that. And it goes on in this way, telling everything. Now it says we have to go to Tata Padam Tat Parimargitabhyam Yashmin Gatana Nibartanti Bhuyaha. The fourth verse of the 15th chapter. So we have to go to that. So what is that? Parimargitabhyam. What is the Parimargitabhyam? It means we have to search. We have to Parimargitabhya, we have to search. Search what? It says Tata Padam. That Pada. Pada means that goal. What is that goal? The supreme one from where everything has come. So we already studied that, and that is the main. We have to go back to the source. We have to search that. And then next it says in the 5th verse of the 15th chapter, it says, how to get it? Nirvana Moha. This is fast. First, Nirvana Moha. You have to go beyond the ego. Moha means delusion. What is the delusion? I see over there something glittering, and I go and I think, oh my God, that must be very costly. So I go and say, oh no, just a paper. And because of the light and shadow and it is glittering like that, oh no, it is not. So from such a long distance I travel only to get that, and they find nothing is there. So again I see something and I think, oh, this is really beautiful. And I run to that, to get that. And after getting that, oh, it is no, it is nothing like that. This is called moha. I have the intellect. I can understand. But even then, something which I cannot see the truth, that is called moha. And because of this moha, because of this delusion, the whole life we are going on running and running after happiness. And that happiness, wherever we are going, thinking if we get this, we'll be happy. If we get that, we'll be happy. If we have that, we'll be happy. No. Every time we experience that, then say enough is enough. So we go beyond that, go beyond the ego. The one gentleman has written me a question. So, Swamiji, can you please tell me how to go beyond ego? And that is the last question. The moment we go beyond ego, the moment we can eradicate our ego, what remains? Original. That original is that God, because from where we have come from that consciousness. That is the God, that is the Purusha, whatever the term we use, but that is that. So he is telling you have to first go beyond ego. Nirmana moha. You have to nirman, you have to go beyond. In the Bhagavad Gita, beautifully, very poetical way, he is using the words. Moha, that is the main thing, the delusion. And delusion comes from ego. I should get that, I should have that, I should achieve that. That is the nirmana. We have to go beyond. Then, jita sanga dosha. Second step, jita, you have to conquer sanga dosha. What is the sanga dosha? If you go on having those thoughts with you, you can never go beyond that. You are going on thinking, trying to possess that. How can you go beyond that? So, jita sanga dosha. So, when we have taken the vows of sannyasa, so we have taken the vows, nobody forced us. And what is that vow? I should not have personal name, fame, money, position, nothing, except the love for the other beings, nothing I should have. This you have taken. Now you are going on thinking about the name, fame, and then connecting the powerful people and going to them, having photo, and that is published in the newspaper and magazine. Then wherever you go, you cannot go beyond that. So this is the thing. We have to understand what is my goal. Name, fame, power, go for that. Forget about God. But if you are thinking about God, to realize God, to get the ultimate realization, which is happiness, the source, then you have to give up. That is the first criteria. The nirmana moha, jita, sanga dosha. Then third step, adhyatma nitya. Then you give up something, but you should get something because it is mind. Mind cannot be kept empty. This is a very peculiar. You can never keep the mind empty. Something or other you have to go on giving, like the very naughty boy that we have seen. Something or other you have to go on giving them to keep them busy. Then only they will be. So that's why the parents, they give them difficult type of things to solve. Then go on practicing that. So they will be busy at least for 1 hour. The parents can take some other things. So you have to give the mind something. Now you are not giving the association of the worldly things. Now you have to give something to them. What? Atman. The first moha or the ego you have to give. Then the first step, jita sanga dosha. I give up the worldly companies. And then what I get, it says, adhyatma nitya. Then you have to attach in the self. Bini brittum kamaha. And then all the desires you have to give up. Dandai bimukta. There is no danda. Danda means, oh, if I could do that, then I could achieve this. There should not be any danda. So I am not expecting anything. So whether success or failure, it doesn't matter to me. I am not expecting that. Whether you praise or criticize, it doesn't matter to me. So that is the mentality, no danda. If there is a danda, see, I did so many good things, but still these people are not remembering me or appreciating me, that means you are not thinking of God. You are thinking of the worldly things. Whether people will appreciate or not, it doesn't matter, because my way is to go to God. And on the way, if there is something I can do, I am doing that much. I am doing all this. That's why Swami Vivekananda, he has given a beautiful idea for the Ramakrishna mission monks and the nuns. That is Atmana Moksha, Jagat Hita. Not Jagat Hita Atmana Moksha. No, first is Atmana Moksha. Now what is that Atmana Moksha? Understanding the truth. And then moment you understand the truth, you go beyond all limitations, all suffering. And on the way, when you are going, trying to reach over there, what you do? We also help the other people. How? Just now, I am reading and trying to explain Bhagavad Gita. I am helping myself. That is the first thing. I am trying to understand what are the steps I should do. At the same time, I am recording it and sending out to you, so that whatever the knowledge that I have achieved, my understanding, through that I am trying to help you also. If some people are benefited hearing these words, Jagat Hita. Jagat Hita is that way. But why I am studying? Because of this. If I am studying this, recording this for the popularity, then the people will appreciate me. So all different type of music should be there, different type of background and this, that, advertisement. That is not Jagat Hita. Because I want the appreciation of the people. So we have to understand this. Sometimes some people they do, because ordinary people get attracted, okay, by that way. So this idea should be very clear. Dandai vimukta. There is no competition, so there is no problem. I am free from that. Sukha dukkha sangaihi. There is sukha and dukkha. Dandva. Dandva means the duality. Where is duality, there is all sukha and dukkha. That there is no sukha, there is no dukkha, because this is supposed to happen and it is happening. Now, I was very strong physically. Now, suddenly the doctor told, you have got this disease. Oh my God, what happened? So many ways I tried to get all the healthy food all through my life. Even then, this has come. And why then, why people should do like that? If you cry like that, who is going to help you? This is natural. Now, the body will, one day it will perish. If we understand that, there is no dukkha. I was talking to one of our devotees and I was appreciating his courage. Something has happened. It is not that way malignant, but it's to be operated, and a very difficult operation. He said, I am not afraid at all. Doctors told this is the common thing, many of the people, they get it and I have to go and get the operation, operated, maybe 5 or 6 hours operation, it's okay, 3-4 days I will be in the hospital. I was really astounded. That is called courage. That is the understanding. And if you go on crying, oh, what has happened to me, and then sending out the emails to all the known people and calling people and telling that unnecessary. No one can help you. This is the way you have to calm your mind. Oh, this is going to happen, let it happen. So I don't bother. That is religion. Religion gives a tremendous strength in the mind because you don't want anything of this world. That is called religion. So, dandvai vimukta sukha dukkha sangai, then what happened? Gachantu mudha, amudha. Mudha means deluded. Amudha, free. Free from delusion. Padama abbayam tat. That padam, that goal. What is that goal? Abbaya, unchanged. Now, from the 6th onwards, is giving the introduction. Introduction of that abbaya. What is that introduction of the abbaya? Na tadbhasayate suryo na shashanka na pavakaha yad gatva na nibartante taddama paramam mama. It's very difficult to give the definition of that particular goal. It is not God. This is the Brahman. And you cannot explain Brahman. Even the God also we can say he is having the good quality, this, that, love, unselfish. But the Brahman, nothing you can say. So indirectly it is going on telling how it can be. Natat bhashayate surya. By saying this, it says, is like to teachers, even the sun cannot reach over there. Everything that we see in this world, in the daytime, we can see it very clearly. That means the sun can manifest, sun can show us, but it cannot. Not the sun, not the fire, no light can show it. This is a beautiful way to tell that we can see things through light, but it is not an object. Since this is not an object, this is not something which is outside, and it was in the dark. Now that the sun has risen and the light is there, I can see the sun. It is not like that. So this is the way he is mentioning. Mamai vamsha jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana manashasthani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Now this eternal portion of myself, and what is this world? What is this creation? Mama angsha. This is a great word. The many of the people, they constantly go on telling that you are sinners, all of us are sinners and all that. But look at the Hinduism, the Sanatana Dharma. They say we are the part of God. And we also believe that because in the Bible also the Lord Jesus very clearly mentioning, I and my Father in heaven are one, and the same Jesus is mentioning, the kingdom of heaven is within you. And blessed are those who are pure in heart, they shall see God. The great words. And how it is possible? What is this purity? Purity means where there is no desire for the worldly things. For the creation, only two things are there. One is the creator, another is the creation. Now somebody has cooked a beautiful dish. Now you want that particular creation, that dish, and eat and go away, that is one time. But if you take the cookie with you, you get it every time. So you have to choose whether you like to get the cook itself. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he mentioned, you like to know about the property of a rich man, and you are going and asking his doorkeeper, you are asking his assistant, you are asking his office, how much they will know. But somehow if you can reach to that particular rich man and can develop a relation with him, a friendship with him, and he start liking you, he will tell you everything about it. So that is called, if we go to that particular God, we get everything. So he says, why we should go to that Parama Padam? Padam means the goal. Literal meaning is the feet, the holy feet. But it is not the holy feet, it is the goal. And what is the Parama? Parama means the supreme. The supreme goal we have to reach over there. And how we should go and how it is possible? Because we are the part of that. We are the part of that. Momai Bamsha Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta. Who are the Jiva? Jiva means the individual soul, individual being. They are all my part. So obviously, the Swami Vivekananda said, the knowledge of the Buddhatta, Buddha means the knowledge, it is not the person, but Buddhatta, Buddhahood, it is our birthright. Why we should not have that? What is that Buddhattva? Knowledge. What is that knowledge? I am divine. I am all pervading. I am free from all these miseries. That knowledge, it gives you tremendous strength and joy. Because there is no fear, nothing to lose. So that is the reason it says we have to go over there. And in the 8th verse it says, Shariram yadabapnoti yachaput kramati shara grihitta itani sanyati bhayurgandha nivashayat. Now that particular Supreme Being, as a part of it, it has come to us, it has manifested in so many varieties ways, and again it has come as a guide, as a guru, as an avatara, as an incarnation, a son of God or the messenger of God or the scripture. And it says that, go back to the source. He created that. It's all the fun. Why he has created that you cannot ask him. It is impossible. Now this he has created. What is that? His own. Now in one way he is bound. In another way, he is completely free. Both are he. As a bound, he has given the human being some individuality. What is that individuality? Ego. And that ego, what makes it? Immediately starts thinking, I am separate. Like when a child was very small, just 5 years, 6 years, they will be all the time listening to the parents. Whatever the parents say, they try to. But when it becomes 20 years old, 18, 20, he says to father, don't talk to me that way. I don't bother about anything. I am going away. This ego. He is father's son. Father gave him everything. Now, father arranged his education and everything. Now, he says, I love to be separate. Just like that. When the ego comes within us, we tell our Father, the Supreme Father, the God, don't talk to me in this way. I don't like to be with you. And I like to enjoy this, I like to enjoy that. And he'll be suffering. But the Father is the Father. The Son is not understanding. But the Father goes on following the Son. So he sends the holy people. He sends his messengers. He sends himself in a different way to guide that, the prodigal son, return of the prodigal son, like that. So we have to go back to once again the return of the prodigal son. So we are now going back to where? That is our own place, not a new place. Not that we have to go all the time closing our hands. That is my Father's house. That is my original place. I have every right to go over there. Only in between I was deluded. Father wanted to give me everything, but in a controlled way. I didn't understand that. After my experience again and again, now I am understood, oh my God, to earn even a single dollar is so difficult. And now I am slowly going back. So this is the experience of sukha and dukkha, the happiness and misery, that gives us the maturity. And in that maturity we understand we need sukha. And if we need sukha, dukkha is attached to that. And subverse and obverse of the same coin. If I want the clapping of the people, and I have to be ready for the criticism also. So that is the way when you understand, we go changing our body again and again. And what goes with us? Our mind. This body is just like the clothing. I am wearing these clothes. Of course, I wear it for a long period of time because here in America it is so good. That is the way it continues. But it will become old and then we will change. Just like the body will become old, then one day we will go and die. Am I dying? Not at all. My original that, the mind and all those will go to another body. And it will choose that body which I like. How I will like? Because all my desires, I like to become a very good player. I like to become a singer. I like to become this. I like to become that. All the strong desires that we are having, my body will go in, that soul will go and take the body in that fashion. And I will reborn. Again I will try. Again I am not successful. Again I will take another body. It goes on. Whether we like it or not, believe it or not, accept it or not, that is the truth. The truth is that. And every time when we are entering into a new body, all the sufferings we have to have. Same type of sufferings, again and again. And not that every time we will be human being, not that every time we will be in America. It may be in different places, God forbid. Let all of you be in a very happy and your end journey be happy. But the thing is, it goes on in this way. So we have to be very, very careful. How it happens? He is giving an example. In the breeze, different type of fragrances of the flower it carries. And the seeds also, and sprout somewhere else. The same way it goes. Shotram chakshus parshanam cha rashanam ghranameva cha adhisthaya manaschayam vishayanupasebate. And it says in the 9th verse, the shotram chakshus parshanam cha. Because these are the senses, sense organs that gives us knowledge. Suppose I am having the ear but I can't hear. So I will lose the beautiful sounds of this world. Somebody is playing the flute, I won't be able to listen it. Somebody is singing beautifully, I won't be able to. So these, the way how I get the knowledge through this. So they are the part of our soul. So this, all these 5. Utkramantam sthitam vapi bhunjanam bagunanitam vimudha nanupashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. Now jnana chakshushaha, those they understand the jnana chakshu, that all these things are going along with me. But some people are there, bimudha, they don't understand. They think this is the only life, then let me enjoy this, and this way I will enjoy, I will force this, I will go and take this one, that one. They are bimudha. You cannot enjoy that. You may be deceiving many other people and you are thinking you are the most intelligent one and you are enjoying. No, you are suffering actually. And you are going on collecting all the suffering in your own bag. No one can go beyond this terrible suffering awaiting you. Maybe you have the good friends and your influence is there on the society, and by that way you are saving your back. It is good, no problem, enjoy. But there is someone in him, all accounts are to be tallied. So whatever the good work you have done, you will get the benefit. Whatever the bad work you have done, you have to get the suffering. No way. So that is the why we should be moral. Not that we are going to help somebody, helping myself. If I am moral, I am not telling lies, I am not hurting others, I am not cheating others. Just whatever my capacity, by that way I earn some money, maintain my family, no problem. No problem at all. Whether you visit the church or not, whether you visit the temple or not, it doesn't matter at all. If you are practicing Swadharma in that manner, unattached way, you are practicing religion. So whatever the responsibility I have achieved, and this is my knowledge, to the best of my knowledge I am serving. That is called Swadharma. No problem at all. And the God, oh, why he has not come to me? So I will give him punishment. Never he will do it. So because everything goes according to our karma, again and again it says that you have to understand that only the people, the knowledgeable people, they know it. Those who have read the biography of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, you know, this Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is called Pramana Purusha. He has proved everything. Whatever the scripture has said, he has proved that. So Pramana means the proof. And Purusha means personality. He proved that. So one day, all people, they were surrounded, a young man who was dying on his deathbed, the last moment, all the relatives, they were there. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna was also there because that young boy was related to him, his brother's son, nephew. And he liked him so much, loved him so much. Even then, the moment people are looking at him, he is gasping, and then suddenly, and it was so unbearable at the time of death, so unbearable. But Sri Ramakrishna was very happy. The people, the around people, they were thinking, oh my God, why? Is he mad? He is now clapping his hand and laughing, enjoying. Then someone asked him, so why you are behaving like that? The boy is dying. He said, dying? Actually, his soul is going out of this body. And that soul is so clear, so free. There is no bondage. It is going to be free. That soul is going to be free. I can see it. There is no bondage. Rather, he was in that body. He was bounded by other desires. Now he is free. So I am enjoying. At least one soul I can see going to be free. That is Ramakrishna. That's why we call him Bhagavan. Bhagavan means he can see the past, he can see the present, he can see the future, according to the Bhagavad and other scriptures. The Tantra also, Mahanirvana Tantra, what is God, can see these three, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. And this Sri Ramakrishna saw that, Utkramantam Sthitam Vapi Bhunjanam Bhagunanitam. We have already studied that, I am just going, so refreshing that thing. Now in the 11th verse it says, Yatanto yoginaschainam pashyan atmanabhastitam yatanto apokritatmano nainam pashyanta chetasaha. Yatanta means trying. Yoginam, that this yogi, and who sees he sees all these different changes, but the unpurified mind cannot. Friends, here the purification and unpurification. What mind? When the mind is completely pure, means unattached to the worldly objects. It's so simple. Purification doesn't mean that I have to go and drink some holy water and the only prasadam, the only cooked this special type of cooked food, nothing like that. These are all external people thinking that way. But the purification means, true purification, unattached way living in this world. Nobody is asking you to go and die in this world. No, live in this world, but in an unattached way. Every duty that has been given to you has come before you, perform unattached way. The moment you are not attached to these worldly objects, because you know the futility of this world, temporariness of this world, that is called purified mind, and they go back to the Supreme Self. Yadaditta gatam tejo Jagad bhasayate khilam yat chandra masi yat chagno tatteja biddhi mamakam. The light which is residing, now how to explain? They are so difficult, no? He is everything. So how to explain it? So the Lord is trying to say, whatever you see in this world, and you appreciate because of the light, and from that light all knowledge is coming, everything is mine. The light which residing in the sun and illuminating the whole world, that is me. Now you can say, how it is possible? Sun is nothing but a star, and that is also going to be destroyed someday, because that is the science they know, and one period time will come, there will be no sun, and there will be no creation also. So how the God can say which eternal? God is eternal, unchanging. How can be the sun? No, it's not mentioning in that way. It's giving an example, as the sun is illuminating everything of this world, and similarly, whatever knowledge that you see, good or bad, all comes from me. Yada aditya gatam teja jagat bhashayate kilam. That which is in the moon and in the fire, know that light to be me or mine. And the moon also in the night time, giving us the light. And the fire also, why they say fire in those days? Because it's a very ancient, more than 4,000 to 5,000 years. So obviously in those days, fire was the only light, source of light. There's no electricity or other thing. Otherwise, the modern time they would have said in a different way. Now this means the knowledge. Light means knowledge. If you notice, in every religion, for any good or holy work they like to do, they will light a lamp or a candle. In the Western the system, they light the candle. In Eastern, they lamp, the oil lamp or something like that. Why light? Why fire? Because that is the symbol of knowledge. It is not the lamp or the candle, and then the closed mind people, they will fight. Oh, this belong to this religion, this tradition. In our tradition, we are not going to burn the candles. Why you are bringing those are fools. It is not the candle, it is not the light, it is not anything. Actually, that is a symbolic symbol. What is that symbol? And sometimes sometimes there will be 100 lamps will be there, sometimes only one. But actually it is the light. And what is the symbol? The symbol of knowledge. The moment you learn, and everything opens up before you. If you don't know a language, suppose you don't know English language, and if someone is talking in English, you are listening, and they are talking, discussing about you won't be able to understand, because you are ignorant. You are having the ear, you are listening those words, because you don't have that knowledge. So knowledge is symbolized as light. The Lord is telling, I am that light. Gama vishya chabhutani dharayam mahamojasa pushnami chaushadi sarva soma bhutva rasatmaka. Now he is telling, I am giving you the knowledge. Then I am also creating everything, like the fruits, the grains, the flower, and whatever for your sustenance, for your life, whatever you need, everything I am giving you. That is me again. Sometimes some people they say, oh no, we should not kill this, kill that, or eat this, eat that. Everything is nothing but God. Whether you are eating only grasses, that is also God. Who is eating? That is also God. If you look from that point of view, where actually you are going? all these things remain in your thought. Himsa, ahimsa, it is all in your thought. You are eating all vegetarian food, you are all vegan and not even taking the milk, everything good. But you are planning to kill someone, planning to punish someone, and writing the hate letters against some people. Do you think you are practicing the non-violence? Not at all. So that food doesn't matter at all. It is your thought, and the thought generating your action. So we have to understand this. Ahara. Ahara doesn't mean, it's a Sanskrit word. And they translate ahara means eating, food. But ahara means aharana. Ahara means collection. And how I am collecting? Through eyes. I see good thing and bad thing. I collect those information. Through ears, good sound or bad words. The smell, touch, everything. Not only through the tongue. Is only one of that. 5. So ahara, we should be very careful. Is it positive or negative? If it is going against someone, I must be careful. So this is the way. So Lord said, entering the earth with my energy, I support all beings. With my energy, we have to understand this. It is not the God himself. It is his energy. It is his knowledge. And he is creating everything that is sustaining. Then again he is mentioning in the 14th verse, Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Prani Nam Dehomasrita Pranapana Samayukta Pachamanyam Chaturvidam. That is the reason Gita is a great scripture. Now, who is this God? He, through his energy, created this whole universe. And he is giving us the knowledge to understand that. Knowledge he is mentioning, I am the light of the sun, light of the moon, light of the fire. That is the knowledge. And to understand. And what? I give you sustenance. The water, the fruits, the flower, and all those things. It is me, through my energy, I create. Not only that, then when I am digesting that food, only I am taking the food, that won't help. I am digesting the food. What is that capacity, that power? That is also God. Friends, we have to stop and then think and ponder. Each and everything is that God. We are thinking God somewhere else above. We are thinking God is having only 4 hands. We are thinking God is white or black. We are thinking God is having whether image or no image. Well, that is all children's discussion. You have to go all much above to that to understand. So that is why the Hinduism, which say, oh, you can worship the river, you can worship the tree, you can worship the animals, you can worship the birds. In the Bhagavad Gita it is there. Whatever you like to worship, you worship. But through that, you have to go beyond. And what is the beyond? Here, the Hinduism. It says everything. The I and my food and my digestive capacity also is nothing but the same Lord. Some people may make fun out of that. No, that is the truth. Because there is nothing else but that consciousness. If anything is separate, then duality comes. The moment there is duality, there will be destruction. So the Hindu neighbor, though they worship millions of gods and goddesses, but most of the Hindu, they don't know perhaps, they are trying to, but actually Hindu never worship any image. Through image, they try to go to Paramapadam. That what is that Paramapada? Here it says, I am that fire that helps it to digest. And in the 15th verse of the 15th chapter it says, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannibishto matta smriti jnana apohanam cha vedaischa sarvai rahameva veddo vedanta krit veda videva chaham. I am the center in the hearts of all. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannibishto. Today, one journalist, a lady, called me. She wanted to know about our home of harmony. What exactly is that? Then, when I was telling that all paths are leading to the same goal, I told as a Hindu, as a Sanatani Dharmi, I believe that each and every being is having the consciousness, and that consciousness is common in everything. Right from the ant up to the highest Buddha, that consciousness is there. That consciousness that makes us all, though physically we are different, in name and form we are different, but we are one because each and every one of us are having the consciousness. Here, the 15th verse of the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, it says, Sarvasya cha aham, aham, I, that Supreme Lord, hridi sannibishto. It is the heart. It doesn't mean that if the doctor operate and take the heart and see the God. No, it is the consciousness. And that's why we call love. If the heart is not working, the man is dead, person is dead. So it is the life. If the life is not there, consciousness is not there, the beautiful body, what we are going to do? We don't use that. Matta smriti, that way he goes on telling, and I am your intellect. And sometimes you forget each and every action you do, it is all me. So this is the way when one can understand, and he understand or she understand the true nature of the God. Now, in the 16th verse, it says, Dvamimo purusho loke sharas chakshara evacha sharas sarvani bhutani kutastha akshara uchate. Now, if the God is everything, the God is exhausted. The God has become the trees, God has become the play field, God has become the birds, God has become animals, God has become, and then there is no God. He has taken different forms, names, and what will remain? Again, that is the beauty, they will say, is everything is nothing but my imagination, God's imagination. As we imagine in our dream and create a beautiful world in our dream, and in our dream I may be the king of a vast land, I may be a wealthy person, most honorable person, all in my dream. Similarly, the God just dreamt, just thought, just imagined, and everything came up. We believe the word when the Bible say there was no light. So the Lord said, let there be light, and there was light. It's not a magician's work. It's the will of God. He is all pervading, all powerful, and it is possible for the God to do that. So he says, now I separate myself, another body. And what is that another body? Dvamimo purusho loke. There are two Purusha. Friends, we started today's discussion with the word Purusha. And what is that Purusha? The consciousness. Now the Lord says there are two types of Purusha. What is that Purusha? Dvamivo Purusho Loke. One is Shara, another is Akshara. What is the Shara? Shara means perishable one. And what is Akshara? Unperishable. It never changes. So when we look at us, everything that is Shara, that is perishable. Where from it has come? From the God. Then what then we? Actually we are God. But at the same time, we are not. It's just made out of that. As an example, the Vedantin will tell you, there are so many earthen pots. Out of what? Out from the earth. It's all the mud. And they got different type of shapes, different type of sizes, different type of colors, different type of names. But all are earthen pots. And when all those are broken, where they will go back? They'll go back to the source. The same way it is. Another example they give, suppose the sky, the space, which is there inside a container. Outside the space, inside the container, same. The moment you break the container, where it will go? It's mixing with that. So that is the way, if we can understand, we are that consciousness. But at this moment, we are having a body and a name and saying that I am Swami Atmananda. You are also the same consciousness, at this moment, a body and a name, a form and the name are different, and you say, I am this. But in reality, we are all same. When this external part breaks away, goes away, so what is this? Lord said, there are three steps are there. Now he says, the Kutastha. What is that? Kutastha means that which manifests itself in various forms of illusion and deception. It's not actual. Again and again, we have to keep it in mind. It is not actual. The moment it becomes actual, then from the God, if we take out this universe, then in the God, a portion will be less. No, it is not like that. It is just imagination. So that's it says it is elusive or it is deception. It is said to be the imperishable as the seed of the samsara. Kutastha. Kuta, that when sometimes if you go to the ironsmith, they have a piece of iron which is so hard, they use that to break other irons. That particular piece over which other irons they are breaking is called kuta. It never changes. Other irons they put it in the fire, then they put it on that, and they will be beating and giving the shape, maybe sometimes a knife, sometimes other things. In the modern times, it has changed, but even today also, if you go to the villages, people are doing like that. But that piece of iron, it never changes. That is called kuta. In Sanskrit, that is kuta. So kutastha, it is just like that. It never changes. Though all change are happening on that, but it never changes. Now it is giving the explanation how it is, because it all elusive. So that is the reason. Other three slokas are there, but this verse I will read and then I will complete. And it says in the 17th verse of the 15th chapter, now it says, the Lord is explaining, Uttama Purusha Stanya Paramatme Tudaritaha Yoloka Trayama Bishya Bibartabhaya Ishvaraha. Now friends, remember, there are three Purusha. Here, In the 16th verse it says there are two Dwa Mibo Purusho. Dwa means two. Then the 17th verse it says Uttama Purusha. And this Uttama Purusha are completely unchanged. Why you know? This is the philosophy. It goes to subtle, because the moment you have a desire, moment there is a change, you are bound to be changed. And that is the reason the God says that you have to be someone beyond that. What is that someone? Which is not having any creation, any desire, no changes. That is called Uttama. Then second one, Kutastha. So that same as if taken another form. And so when we read the scripture and they pinpointed everything and there is no flaw. Suppose you are writing a letter or some judgment and you are not a lawyer, not having the law background, in a simple way you will write. You know what happened? One judge, he was giving a punishment and he wrote, this man should be hanged. It was a death punishment. So the lawyer of that person who got that death punishment was very clever. So on that particular day when that man was supposed to be hanged, he was ready, he was there. And he said to the people, hang him, no problem. And the moment they hanged him, he said, hey, bring him down. He brought them down, he opened that rope and said, now it is over. Judge told he should be hanged and you have hanged him. Now judge never told till death. So now it is over. Then the judge, I don't know whether lost his job or not, but from then onwards, all the judges, when giving the death punishment, they write, hanged till death. Not only that, a doctor must be there, a medical practitioner, to see that man is dead. Then only they will bring the dead body down. Otherwise, so this is called legal flaws. Here also you see, when the Indian philosophy we discuss, no flaw. So if the God is activating, that means he is having his desire. A person who is doing something must be having three qualities, sattva, raja, tama. And when these three qualities, tama quality is also there, bad is also there, he should be punished like us also. They say, no. In reality, I am completely beyond all that. Then the second and the third one they do. So this goes in this way. We will discuss, and only 2 verses are left. We will discuss this point and go to the next chapter, 16th chapter. Thank you, friends. Now let us chant the last part and we complete over here. Again in the Gita Dhyana, the last mantra we will be chanting, that is the 9th one. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rutra Maruta Stunnanti Divyaistavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Nabidu Surasuragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Friends, I'll be very happy if you come in person to this hall. Now our devotees, they are the Vedanta Study Circle of Naperville. They booked this particular hall, the room of this 95th library, every first Friday from 7 to 8. So many of you who met me residing here in the Naperville area, and you told that you don't know. So this, if you are listening, please come. And this 1 hour, let us study the Bhagavad Gita, the best book, and meet each other, know each other, and become family in the spiritual group, Vedanta Study Circle, Naperville. Please come in next month, every month, first Friday, 7 to 8. Thank you.